Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today the topic of video is fertilization. Let's start the topic. The sperm swims through cervix and uterus into the oviduct. If there is an ovum in the oviduct, one of the sperm may stick to its surface. The sperm then enters the cytoplasm of the ovum, and the nucleus of the sperm fuses with the nucleus of the ovum to form zygote. This is called fertilization. The fertilized ovum is called zygote, which change into embryo by continuous cell division. The embryo travels down the oviduct to the uterus. His sink and process is called implantation. The embryo continues to grow and forms tissues and organs. Heart is the first organ to form. After 8 weeks, when all organs are formed, the embryo is called fetus. The whole time of the embryonic development, implantation, the uterus into birth is called gestation period. It is usually 9 months or 280 days. The time of gestation period is divided into 3 periods. If the fetus is lost during the first or second period, it is spoken of as abortion or miscarriage. If living baby is born before time, is called premature birth, and if the baby is born dead, it is stillbirth. Inside the fetus, the embryo is enclosed in the fluid-filled sac-like amniotic sac, which protects it from damages. Some cells of the embryo grows into a disc-like structure called placenta. Placenta becomes closely attached to the embryo by a tube called umbilical cord. The umbilical cord connects the embryo to the placenta. The blood vessels of the placenta are close to those of uterus so that oxygen, glucose, amino acids and salts can pass from the mother blood to the embryo blood. In a similar way, carbon dioxide and urea in the embryo blood escape in the placenta and are carried away by mother's blood in uterus. The placenta can prevent some harmful substance in the mother blood from reaching the embryo. It is also produced hormones like estrogen and progesterone, which helps in maintaining the gestation period and prepare the mother for delivery. It is also helps in the periodic construction of uterus during delivery. The ovary basically consists of two types of cells: the germ cells that gives rise to the eggs, and the follicle cells, which are somatic cells and are concerned with the support and nutrition of the developing eggs. The follicle cells secrete the female sex hormones called estrogen. Estrogen primarily act on the uterus and cells of the internal lining of the uterus. The endometrium divided rapidly under the influence of these hormones. Some of these cells also become glandular in nature and start proteinaceous secretion, which are taken up by the embryo as soon as it reaches the uterus. In addition, the vascularization of the uterus also increases under the influence of the estrogen. These hormones are also known to affect the behavior of the female. The female becomes repetitively or receptive to the male and allows copulation. Soon after the release of the eggs from the ovary, the follicle cells which had surrounded the eggs are modified to form a special structure known as corpus luteum. These structures is yellowish in color, and its called become granular and start secretion hormone known as progesterone. These hormones is also important for the preparation of uterus and affects both the myometrium, mean that muscles of the uterine wall, and endometrium of the uterus, so as to fully prepare the uterus for the implantation of the zygote. It can be experimentally confirmed that these hormones of the ovary are essential for preparing the uterus for implantation. If the ovary is removed from an immature mouse, its uterus will not under the preparatory structural and function changes mentioned above. All these processes are taken under the process of meiosis and mitosis. Here is a thank you.